Alright guys, so today we're playing CSGO in 2025. That's right, we're not playing Counter-Strike 2, we're playing CSGO. Now, official support ended January 1st, 2024, so when you actually just try to straight up browse the community servers, it doesn't allow you, but there is a way to still play online. You have to enable the developer console in your settings, and then type connect, and then the server IP of your choosing. And there's a link in the description of a full server browser that you can choose whatever server you want to play, and you'll be able to connect no problem. As you see right here, I got in, and the connection works great, the game still works, and it's still playable in 2025. Now, if you don't know how to actually obtain access to CSGO, it's very easy. You just go to your Counter-Strike 2 game in your Steam library, right-click it, go to Properties, then Betas, and then Beta Participation, CSGO Legacy, and you have CSGO now. It's that easy. So now when you launch CS2, it gives you the choice. Do you want to play CS2 or do you want to play CSGO? So it's great that the option is still there, and it's not an Overwatch situation where you just are forced to play with the new shit that's being shoved down your throat. You can actually go back and play the original game the way it was. The server I connected to here, I believe, is based in Germany. There are obviously a lot of Russian players and people from all over the place that are playing, but it's a full server, and there's actually still a lot of them. Check the description and see which servers are based in your region and are playable and have a decent enough ping for you, but there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of people that are still sticking with CSGO and aren't playing Counter-Strike 2. Some people, I imagine it has to do with the hardware requirements being a lot more, obviously, for Counter-Strike 2 compared to CSGO. There are people who are running on really old machines that simply cannot run CS2 on their computer. But there's people where it's just for nostalgia. They like the original feel of CSGO, and they just prefer it over Counter-Strike 2. Well, whatever your reason is, it's just good to know that you still can play it if you want to, and there's still a very strong community across almost all regions in the world. I mean, the biggest servers, the most populated servers are in Russia and the Ukraine, but there's a lot of servers. Like I said, the one I connected to is Germany. There's a lot in the UK, France, and just Europe overall. There's less North American servers, but you still can get them depending on what time of day you're playing. And even, Brazil is really popular too. And Asia, you still have a lot of players. So, yeah, it's going very strong still, despite it being replaced by Counter-Strike 2. And it's good to revisit for the memories, for the nostalgia, because there are a lot of people who came up on CSGO. It may have been their first PvP shooter that they ever played. It's 13 years ago. If you're watching this video and you're like 18 years old, that means you were 5 when the game came out. So that's just insane to think about, because I remember the launch day of CSGO. I played it when it launched. So it's crazy that so much time has passed. Like, when you really think about it, yeah, you're getting old. Getting old sucks sometimes. But CSGO is still a great game in 2025. I highly recommend you play it. Even if you never did before, it's still a lot of fun, and it's a great experience 13 years later.